Good morning. I thought maybe I needed a theme song like a lot of these other creative people out there doing little videos, so I thought I'd have a little fun with it. Plus, it's snowing. It's snowing outside for probably the 5th time this week, and it's April 17th, so we're just going with it. Truth be told, this has been a rough week for me. I've had a lot of emotions. I've had a lot of things bubble up that I wasn't really expecting. So I wanted to start today with a little bit of a quote from an author I really enjoy reading named Jeff Brown, from a book he wrote called Forward. May we always find a sliver of light when we need it most. May we support each other shamelessly in sharing our inner worlds so that no one suffers alone. And may we give each other a little bit of our own light when we have some to spare. Surely there's enough light to go around. I am incredibly grateful this week for the people who are supports in my life, who are there for me, and it's a difficult time when we're asked to support each other, but at the same time we're all in different spaces of need. So I think something I've been thinking a lot about is all of these different layers of emotions that many of us are feeling, and the temptation to just sort of push it away or not really think about it or consider what these things are. But for most of us, we're experiencing different levels of grief, really, of the different kinds of losses. Certainly the people who have lost those dear to them during this difficult time. And to not be with those family members and other family to be able to support them, it has to be incredibly difficult. It's one of the most difficult things I would imagine many of us have dealt with. But for others of us, we're dealing with losses at all sorts of levels. For some of us, the loss of our livelihood or our normalcy, or what we sort of just understand and know to be on a daily basis. I know for me, I'm really struggling with the loss of just physical human contact with people. And that's something that's really, really difficult. I've been reading, a friend of mine sent me a really fascinating article on grief, on how grief kind of works in our system, and how relational and how embodied grief really is. And in a way, it's sort of an embodied remembering. You know, we physiologically understand what we are missing, whether it's in a specific person or a specific set of circumstances or people that we are normally around. And I wanted to share with you something a philosopher named Sue Campbell wrote on this idea of grief. The reconstructive view of memory does not suggest that we can undo or remake facts about the past or will away the damage of the past by thinking about it differently. It rather stresses that how we remember can change the significance of the past for the future. In a lot of ways, this time I think is about perspective, about acknowledging and being with each other in the places where we are, but then also looking at how we can get through this and move forward together. We will get through this, and we will do it together, and I believe we will come out stronger. So I hope that in the midst of whatever you're dealing with, you find some inspiration today in the fact that tomorrow will be a new day. Have a great rest of your week.